I'm going to say this, and then I ain't going to say nothing else. Come on, ride with me and let's talk. So remember when I did the video, Be a Lady and Leave Quietly? I know a lot of you like that video. But then I thought about it. I said, I never told y'all how to be a lady and leave quietly. So I'm going to tell you today. I'm going to tell you how to be a lady and leave quietly. So first, number one, you got to deactivate their narrative. What do you mean by that, Auntie? I'm getting ready to tell you. All right. So when you deactivate their narrative while they got you all up in a ruckus, okay? And you wanna as you young folks say, what is it, click out or whatever, you wanna do that. But don't do it. Don't click out, baby. Deactivate that narrative. Don't give them a reason to say, yeah, I knew she was crazy. I told you she was crazy. She's just as crazy as she could be. I'm glad I did do it. Now you see why I did what I did to her. Now you see why I cheated on her. Now you see why I lied to her. Now you see why I did what I did. Told you she was crazy. Go ahead. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. This is how to be a lady and leave quietly. Deactivate their narrative. That's number one. Number two, think about your future and the class you put yourself in. See, you got to think about your future. If you act a fool and you go out here slashing tires, breaking windows, screaming and kicking and screaming if he tell you to get out, or he try to leave, and you doing all this kind of stuff. See, let me tell you something. You got to think about your future. You don't know how that thing could go. Okay, you could get a lot of times when you so up in the air, you're not really thinking. So you can't risk your future. You can't risk your freedom. You can't risk your life continuing as it did before you got with him. So don't risk your future over someone who didn't risk their future over you, or someone who just want to see you act a fool because they need that ego stroked. No, baby, you ain't got to do that. Just be a lady and leave quietly. Take that from somebody that knows you don't know how that thing is going to go. And you could be putting your future at risk, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so that was number two. Number three, remember, you are somebody's mama. Or if you nobody's mama, you somebody's daughter. So for those reasons alone, you got to act like you got some sense. Okay, you can't be out here carrying on, acting up, acting a fool, kicking and with a dress on, showing your tail. You can't be doing that, baby. You are somebody's mama. And if you're not somebody's mama, you are somebody's daughter. Act accordingly. Hold your head up. Stand up into the woman that you are. You don't need nobody having you act so, got to your heart so much so that you acting a complete fool out here in these streets. Okay? You are somebody's mama. Please remember that. If you are a mother, please remember that. And if you're not somebody's mother, once again, then you somebody's daughter. And I don't care what kind of parent you had. I don't care if your mother was no good, and I don't care if your daddy was no good. I don't care if you're an orphan. At the end of the day, you're still somebody's daughter. Act accordingly. Act like you got some sense, okay? Act like you got the sense you know you need to have, and you act in a way that you know you should be acting, okay? All right, so that was number three. Number four, the breakup was inevitable, baby. It was going to happen anyway. So you acting a fool over something that was going to go down anyway, okay? Because he was going to do what he did anyway, okay? He was still going to cheat. He was still going to lie. He was still going to flirt. He was still going to be disrespectful. He was still going to put his hands on you. He was still, whatever it was that caused y'all to break up, it was inevitable. it was going to happen anyway. So listen, know that. If you don't know anything else, I want you to know that. Okay? Which is once again why and how. Why I'm showing you how to be a lady and leave quietly. Okay? It was going to happen anyway, one way or the other. So that's number 4. And number 5, your health. Don't risk your health. It's risky business to as y'all say, as y'all young people say, click out. It's risky. You don't know how you're going to fall. You don't know where you're going to fall. You don't know if you're going to fall. You don't know if you're going to break something. You don't know if you're going to cut yourself. You don't know what could happen. It could literally be your demise. And you don't want to, or his demise. You just don't want to put yourself into an uproar, into a rage where this could be it. Okay? Think about your health. Think about your blood pressure. I don't care if you're young or old. If you upset, your blood pressure still gonna shoot up in the air. Okay? Think about your health. Think about the fact that it just isn't worth it. It's not worth it. So I said, let me put these things together for my nieces and nephews because I want them to know how, when we do these videos, I decided to go back and give y'all the how and the why in my videos, okay? And one of the main ones, and I have another one that was one of my main videos, but one of the main videos was the video Be a Lady and Leave Quietly. So I decided I wanted to give you all 5 reasons and 5 ways of how to be a lady and leave quietly. I hope that helped. Have an amazing day.